Hello gorgeous! Here are some luxury weekly beauty faves. These are things that I have been using for years and years. Stay until the very end to get all the styles, and don't forget to check out the links below if you want to shop the items. I have multiples of all the things that I like and I know are lifetime things I'm going to keep forever. For instance, I was gonna say for example and for instance. So I got Anastasia Dip Brow Gel in soft brown because this is already pretty dark for me. By the way, everything here will be linked below, including my jewelry and my outfit. This is something that I actually bought 6 of. It's only $20. This one is like super used up because you can see it gets really scratched fast, which is really annoying because it looks so beautiful, but then the actual printing of it does not stay very long. And that's how I know which one is the older one that I'm already using. I also get multiples of the Lancôme Chocolat Matte Le Stylo Waterproof because it has the smudger at the end, and I like that it has a cover. I am not someone who carries a bunch of beauty products around. I like to wear brown because it makes you look softer and you can smudge it so it's even smokier, and black just is too harsh and aggressive and it makes people look older too. So I like the darkest brown as opposed to a hard stark black. And this is waterproof, which I think is genius. It's hard to take off and it doesn't budge. It definitely does what it says. And I love Lancôme eye products just in general because they always do exactly what they say. I Love You mascara by Westman Atelier, this one right here, and I'll have a whole review of this. This is an incredible mascara. A lot of people don't like it because they say it's too clumpy and cakey. It's very thick and voluminous. For me, I don't apply a lot of mascara on, so I am not the kind of person who like lives and dies by mascara. For me, mascara is sometimes an option, but this is definitely something I will wear if I'm not wearing eyeliner, as opposed to having to smudge your eyes out and rub the heck out of your skin. So especially if I'm at home or if I'm working, I don't plan on wearing a ton of eyeliner anyway. So this mascara is the way to go. So I will very much clean the spoolie off before applying it. I wanted to bring in this concealer because I have been using this for years. The shades in Nars are always on point for me. I had such a tough time finding a good concealer that's my exact color. If you have drier skin and if you have oily skin, I want to say that like this oil-based concealer is the go-to because it's medium coverage, so it's very buildable and you still look natural without looking like you have so much makeup on. I only apply here and like around the top of my mouth because it looks really dark, and then a bit here. I go for custard and marron glacé. I think marron glacé is more my color. I'll have them both linked below. I use custard day to day because I have the large one, and this is already out, and I'm using the travel ones because I'm just getting rid of all the stuff that I'm not planning to have anymore, especially since I got Westman Atelier. I'm really loving Westman Atelier. Nars concealers are the ultimate go-to for travel, but they're liquid. But Westman Atelier is solid if you are going for something affordable that is easy to pack away and it's beautiful to look at. I like when things are simple like this, where they're in a stick and they're not like taking up a bunch of space. Next is my Guerlain eyeshadow. I forgot the name of this. Le Cendré. This beautiful matte smoky colors. So the only color that has shimmer is this light pink, and they don't make this anymore. I know, you're like, Gia, why do you use old makeup? Because it's still good. If you want to refresh old makeup anyway, I don't have a makeup brush here, but you get like the back of your makeup brush, you press it out, and then it becomes a powder, and then you can dust it off and then use it. So I personally use this with my fingers, and there's a way to tell if your makeup is old. You can still use old makeup, like it's still perfectly okay if you want to get the pigment out, as long as you break the powder. But this is not old, like it hasn't aged, it still works just fine. The pigment is still very strong. People are not gonna tell me what to wear, what to buy. I'm gonna wear what I like. This is what I'm currently wearing. I am wearing this like dark mauvey wine color on my eyes, and this is what I wear every day, and then this is what I wear. I just apply it with my fingers when it comes to the highlights. Next is my Tom Ford bronzer. So I have not had a bronzer that is this light catching. I typically use my Anastasia Beverly Hills bronzer on the daily, and it's my go-to regularly, and I was wondering, like, should I throw this away because it was so expensive, first off, but also I love Tom Ford. His pigment is very, very potent. So I got this, and this, I especially got the small one because I know I don't use so much bronzer. There's a huge one, and I thought it was a bit much that there were these huge ones, and I think it's like a nouveau riche thing to show, oh, I have the white and gold, you know, like when you pull it out, it's like, oh, they're Tom Ford, because it looks so different. Where I'll get into this, like you have the Chanel, and then you have the Guerlain, and then you have the Tom Ford. Like, it stands out. It's very marketable, it's very branded, it's very, like, you can tell right away that it is Tom Ford. Where like the Dior palettes, the Dior is really beautiful when it comes to their clothes, but when it comes to their beauty products, they look like an old grandma's beauty products to me, except for the new cushion. I like this, but the only thing was it's a bit shimmery, and I am wearing it currently. Makes you look really tan. That's the goal with bronzer. I don't like looking extra tan. I like looking like me. I am not out in the sun all day. I used to be, and I can really easily tan. One, the pigment is so strong, so a little bit goes a long way. Two, it catches the light. The shimmer really does make a difference by making it look more natural, especially if you're standing in the light. Bronzers look too shimmery, where they look like you tried to put on makeup and you tried to have a look, where this looks very natural, I have to say. And I like to blend. I'm a huge fan of blending, where a lot of people just have like their bronzer sitting on top of their face. It looks horrid. I see it all the time. If you're a bronzer person, I highly suggest this. If you like a more matte look, a more matte bronzer, go to Anastasia Beverly Hills. I'll have it linked below, exactly the one I have. Next is also another thing that they do not make anymore, and it's a Chanel lip palette, Le Palette Caractère. I got years ago as a New Year's gift from my husband, and I'm gonna show you what old makeup looks like. So if you can see the colors, I don't know if you can see very well. It came with a lip brush that you apply it with. I think I got rid of it in the move because I just do not use it. I use my my fingers when applying a lot of the tones now, where I still have a brush that I use, but it's like if you want to look more accurate and look more done up, then use a brush. But if you want to look more everyday, like gradient, natural, soft, bitten lips, then use your fingers, and you can create more. There's a lot of buildability that you can use with this, and it has the Chanel every few years like launches a new lip palette, and they have different variations of this. I, however, like that they had the coral to the warm tone red to the blue tone red to this is what I'm currently wearing, and then I've added a touch of the darkest. This is like burgundy, and then this is like Malbec or Bordeaux. The ones that lasted the longest were the dark ones because I did not use them until recently. Next are my Tom Ford eye palettes. So I got rid of a Tom Ford eye palette. I currently have 2 here now. I used to have 4, and I used to have like quite the collection of Tom Ford lipsticks that I went through. Tom Ford lip balms. I remember they had this really cute lip balm collection, and I ate them up so fast. I love the white and gold. Soleil et Lune. My husband got me this, and it's very snowy, it's very summery, and I like it for winter. So if you see, the brushes are different. There's a brush here that's really fluffy for blending, and there's a really precision, this really like stark white, like looks like a strobe light type of white. And then there's this like gold rose champagne, and then there's this like sage, and then a gunmetal. I love the green because I love anything green. I'm wearing green. Green is such a fabulous color that neutralizes the reds in your face, and it's very, very stunning when you want to have like a disco night and you want to go out for drinks and glam things up. This rose champagne, I used to wear it every single day, and then this is so bright. I love it. And if you want to just like a touch of it on your eyelids and even on your lip, or here as highlighter, it makes you shine. It's very disco. Tom Ford is very 70s disco sexy, and that's something I love. And the gunmetal is very dramatic. Sous le sable. So this is a very nude tone, neutral tone, and he still has the same exact idea of the pointy accuracy applicator with the blender brush, and then the regular eyeshadow applicators. So this is very pink, I want to say. So I applied this on my very top brow, and I noticed that it wasn't as like stark white as I like to. Not necessarily stark white, but like a light off-white cream that makes you kind of soften your eyebrows, soften your eye look, and blend it out better, where it like makes your eyes kind of give you like an eyebrow lift without getting Botox, really brighten up your eyes and make you look awake. So this is on the pinker side. This is on the pink side. So this is a rose gold shimmer that I like to use every now and again, but it's so close to my natural tone, so I don't wear it too often. It's a very natural shimmery look if that's what you're going for. And then I love this one a lot. It's so dramatic that I will swipe it on my whole eyebrow sometimes, and it works for a very glam look. And then the darkest tone is like if you want to be really smoky and dramatic. And Tom Ford is definitely my go-to when it comes to eyeshadow palettes because he has such a range and he knows what he's doing. This I love. It comes with its own duster bag, which I think is wonderful for keeping it safe and not scratching your other stuff, or not having your other stuff scratch it in your cosmetic case. And I'll have a whole review of my Westman Atelier linked below because this deserves a review on its own. Watch that video linked below. It will have all the debunking of clean beauty myths. I am currently wearing Westman Atelier 1 or Atelier 1 and Atelier 2. I bought literally the two things that I wear every single day. I don't like looking like I have a bunch of makeup on, and mascara does that really easily, and a little goes a long way with this one because it's very voluminous. I will be laughing all throughout the day and my eyes will water and it'll seep into my eyes and I feel like a sting. And this is incredible. The formula, whatever they did, it's so potent. The pigment is so strong and easy to adjust. And I love the embossing of her. Simple, beautiful, elegant. This is my whole beauty routine, and then sometimes I'll add this lip palette. I ordered the nude lip palette from Westman Atelier because after I got this, it was a life changer, and I thought, you know what? I need to get all the things in this because there's so much more to it and I can feel it.
Follow me on LTK at GeoGDixon for more style and beauty. Reminding you to give this a like, subscribe and click the bell because I have more beauty coming out every single week along with elegant living and high quality life.
Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you later.